How's it going, everyone? Mountainspyder here, bringing another episode in the Pokemon TCG series. So today, what I'm going to be doing is basically making a whole bunch of videos reviewing the decks that are on my top 10 list. So I'm going to start at position number 1. I know it probably makes more sense to start at number 10 in terms of viewership, but I think this is the one everyone wants to see, and that's why I'm going to do it, quite frankly. So I'm going to be playing through all my videos from my most recent top 10 and just go through these decks again, play through them again, and just talk about them. Now, this is Cinderace, so this is my number 1 spot. Now, watch Murphy's Law, I'm going to get absolutely wiped. Because, like, as I said, what I always do with these is, like, true playthroughs. This is me jumping in the morning and just playing. So, starting off, would you like to go first? With the Cinderace deck, I definitely, 100% of the time, want to go first with this deck. Now, okay, terrible opening hand. The reason for wanting to go first, this deck has a very aggressive turn 2. If you can open with a Drumper, you swing turn 2 80 damage. If you can open with a Vulpix and hopefully go into a Ninetales, you got a pretty decent 70 damage coming through. Otherwise, you can get, let's see what we get. Okay, this is not bad, right? Because now we can basically go into Wooloo to evolve and get basically a safe 30 damage off next turn, or we can go to a Vulpix and get a fairly decent 70 damage. But I only have 1 energy. So I'd rather go for the Wooloo Dub-Wool play, just because it's a little bit safer because of my energy situation. Now granted, I could draw into another energy. But if I don't, the Ninetales play doesn't make a lot of sense. Whereas this is a bit of a safer play. Because I'm guaranteed to get 30 damage off. I only require 1 energy. Now, if, for instance, if that Bede was a fire energy instead, I probably would have gone into Ninetales to guarantee that big 70 swing on the next turn. To me, that would have been a much better play. This, unfortunately, is going to hurt a lot next turn, being swung in for 70. So being able to reduce that down to 30 is going to be great. And then I'm only 1 turn away from the big swing of 120. So what do I get? Okay, there's a Score Bunny. Not a great draw. I was really hoping for basically anything else. I was really hoping for an energy. So I'm going to swing out the double here. The other Cinderace isn't my deck, so next turn I can Profs. Because I don't want to be playing behind. And unfortunately now I'm already an energy behind. Which is really bad. I'm going to throw the second Score Bunny out just so that I have, honestly, basically a sacrificial Pokemon. Because being an energy behind against Stormcaller is really bad. Already from the second turn. Because I needed that double edge on the third turn to get this knockout. Now I'm in serious trouble. Because I'm so far behind. So unfortunately a really bad opening hand has set me back by quite a lot. And I don't actually know if I'm going to all stabilize. Because the fact that they're already sitting on a Dragonair means that probably a Dragonite's not too far behind. Now, granted, I can take a few of these, but next turn, I'm in serious trouble. So, there is the energy. I'm taking 90 next turn, which will knock me out. Oof, this is not a good spot to be sitting in. So, I'm going to go for the Vulpix and hopefully get the Ninetales play. So, let's just go Profs Research. Now, ideally, I would have been swinging with Double Edge this turn and getting a knockout. But, unfortunately, the energy has really messed me up. And this is not looking much better. This is really bad. Like I said, Murphy's Law. The one time I try and showcase this deck, it just fails me completely. I've actually had a lot of success with this recently at events, but not today. Alright, my opponent is setting up really nicely. That Lantern on the bench is terrifying. Double Dragonair is a problem. There's Cynthia. They're really digging for that Dragonite or another energy. They should draw into another energy, so my Dub-Wool's getting knocked out here, and there's the Dragonite. This is a really bad spot to be in. I am desperately hoping to draw into Ninetales. Honestly, that one turn of not getting that second turn not having an energy down, basically messed me up. They didn't draw into an energy. That is huge. That is huge. Okay. Let's see. Can we get a Ninetales out here? Don't get a Ninetales. That would have been really nice. That would have been very, very nice. I don't think there's no point committing that another energy because there's 2 turns on that anyway. There's an argument because I know the next double is in my deck. And I could then possibly get an easy knockout in that Lantern. And I could Pokey Search it. Or do I build into Cinderace? In this sense, I think I would rather start building that second double. I know it's in my deck and I know it's a rather safe play to make. So let's just go for the Cotton Guard. I'm hoping I've got another... I should have another turn here. If I don't draw an energy, I've got one more turn. Which is what I really hope for. Because I'd like to go into double. And get an easy knockout. Because I've... okay, I don't have one more turn. That's unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate. I was really hoping for one more turn here. And making the most of this first double. Which is walled quite nicely. So I'm very happy with it. But I was hoping to get an easy switch in. And basically preserve one more prize card. But that didn't go through. So going to the second double is hopefully going to tank a few hits. Well, this Hurricane Charge scares me a bit because they bought up that Lantern. I'm in trouble. Because that Lantern will come in and one hit the double. Well, I guess it will one hit because I'll take reduced damage. Yeah, I figured as much. So double can take it. Because this deals 140, minus 30 goes down to 110. So I can take it. But it's going to hurt. So I'm really not sitting in a good spot. That second turn, no energy has put me behind by a lot. Thankfully, they also missed an energy drop. Which is huge. Huge, 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 huge. Man, I'm now wishing I built into Cinderace. But let's fine, let's go Pokekid. I know that second double is in my deck, so let's bring that out. Let's put that in there. The question is, do I want to bring back that other double? So now the thing is, I kind of need to put this energy here as much as I don't want to. But that's okay. Do I want to bring back that second double now or not? I don't think so. And I kind of want those energies there anyway. So let's just go for Cotton Guard. Now this is not a great spot because I know I'm being swung for 140 next turn. Which, like I said, it sucks. And the problem is if I go for that double edge to get that knockout, I am also giving up my double. Which doesn't put me in a great position. Not a good prize card either. So I'm basically be trading prize cards, which is not an ideal situation. But it's kind of making the best of a bad situation. I'm really hoping to draw into Ninetales soon. That's a bit of a surprise. I was expecting the Lantern. But I guess this makes sense because they can put any damage down on double. The Lantern gets a free knockout. Now the nice thing is they can't just use Knuckle Punch. Because I'm taking 30 less damage. But it looks like the energy went there anyway. I'm a bit curious about this play. If they're just trying to buy time for themselves. They might just be trying to buy time. Unless they have a switch. But I don't know why they didn't go straight into Lantern. Unless that was just a bad play from my opponent's side. So let's see. I am going to start building to Cinderace now. Yeah, there's the switch. Okay, I'm taking 100... I'm going to be taking a lot of damage here. I kind of have to go off this knockout though. Yeah. It's a big hit. Big, big, big hit there. Let's get that down there. I definitely don't want to Prof's Research this turn. I have to get this energy. I need to draw some betas very soon. I know one's in my discard pile already, which is an issue. Because I really want to get ahead of the energy curve again. And I've fallen so far behind. I'm going to put a second Vulpix down because I now, unfortunately, need to... Honestly, maybe I must just Prof this turn. What I need is another Skull Bunny. I don't think so. Honestly, I'm actually going to Prof this turn. Let me do both. I want to bring that Cinderace back. I want to bring that double back. And... very tempted to actually leave that energy there. I'm going to leave the energy there in case I need to... Oh, I've got to do both. Ah, man, I shouldn't have actually done that. I should have left that energy there. That would have been better. I can leave that... Oop, no, let's not play switch. Let's go Prof's Research. Alright. There we go. There's the Ninetales, which is good. Because the Ninetales can build off by itself. I want to hit these Great Balls just to clean up my draw pile. There's the second Ninetales, which is really nice to see. Because Flame Cloak can basically allow me to use that one... Oh, I took the energy back. I can't use Flame Cloak. Oh, there's one there. Let's get these down. I'll save the second one just a surprise. Let's hit that Great Ball. There is Drumper. It's a bit of a late Drumper, but you never know. Drumper's also a fantastic wall because it just sits there with 130 HP. So now we're going Double Edge. Now, I don't think my opponent has energies, unless they drew into Fisherman. But just in case, I'm going to throw out my little Vulpix. Actually, no. Maybe I'll just go straight into Ninetales. I don't think my opponent has energies, right? Because they've been really slow with their energy placements, and they haven't even used Hurricane Charge. So my thinking is, little Ninetales puts me behind an energy for Cinderace, which I really want to get going. With that play, I feel confident going into this Ninetales. Now, I'm not going to get a knockout this turn, which is okay. But I'm going to be able to use Flame Cloak to bring this energy, one of these energies back from my discard pile, back onto Ninetales. That's okay. That's at the end of the world. They're getting some draws going, which is a bit scary, especially... they do have Fishman. That sucks. That's not good for me. That's really not good for me. That's the one thing I was worried about them having was Fisherman. Because they basically reset their energies, and I'm now so far behind. That's frustrating. That's really, really frustrating. I'm a bit surprised by that. I thought I would have just put one energy there to get the free retreat off. And go into something else. But okay. So they got one more energy in their hand. What are they doing? Okay, but what am I doing? That's the better question. So I need to start building Cinderace. Because that Dragonite's going to come in super soon. And really, what I want to see is Bayday. I really want to see Bayday right now. Let's get Sudowoodo down, it's always quite nice. I'm great balling just to make Bayday come out quicker. Let's get Wooloo down because I know I got another double in my deck. Let's start building up the Cinderace. I want to keep this Ninetales hidden just so I can maybe get a surprise with that Vulpix. Let's get a Flame Cloak off. Alright, so next turn I'm ready to actually hit that Fireman off. I kind of want to buy myself like one more turn before Cinderace comes online because this Dragonite is what scares me. And I need Cinderace to knock out Dragonite. Ooh, we're going to see a Pidgeot come out. I think we are. I think we're going to be seeing a Pidgeot come through. Yeah, we are. Well, that's irritating. I'm not sure why my opponent put 4 energies on Pidgeot. Okay, bounce it all back to my hand. You know what? You can have a Sudowoodo. You can play with Sudowoodo. I'm okay with that. Let's put that down there. Man, I really wish I had Bayday right now. Let's put that energy down on Cinderace. Let's get that Wooloo down. And as from here, I'm just going to pass the turn. And kind of just leave my opponent's corner. Because they can Whirlwind me, give me a free switch. I'm okay with that. Or they can Spin Storm me, give me a free switch. I'm okay with that. So kind of whichever route they go, I'm kind of okay with. Honestly, what'll probably happen is I'll go out with like a Ninetales and just build up that Flame Cloak again. Cinderace, I need to keep Cinderace on the bench until Dragonite comes out. Because it's my answer to Dragonite. So I'm curious as to what they're going to do this turn. Because either way, I'm getting a free switch. Unless they retreat. Nope, there you go. Free switch. Thank you very much. Let me go out and... I can go to my second Cinderace, actually. And bait out the big Dragonite. Oh no, that's going to Spin Storm my Cinderace. Yeah, they'll just Spin Storm it. Let's just go here. Now the issue is I know they're going to Spin Storm this as well. Which is not great for me. But it's not the end of the world. So let's just go Flame Cloak. Put one energy there. Okay, I'm getting there. But the issue is I'm going to get Spin Stormed here. This is not ideal. Instead of playing Wooloo, I actually should play that second Vulpix. That was a mistake of mine. Yep. Oh, there's Whirlwind. Interesting, interesting, interesting. This takes 20 less damage. So I'll put 40 damage on from Sudowoodo, which I'm okay with. It'll get knocked out, which is not great, but meh. It's alright. Because now it's in range of Ninetales, which is the important thing. This has been a really weird game. Some very strange plays from my opponent, and some not fantastic draws on my side. But I've managed to stabilize, which is good. I got Cinderace on the bench to take out Dragonite, which is good. Next turn, so Pidgeot knocks out Sudowoodo. They go down to 3. My Ninetales comes in, knocks out Pidgeot. And I'm down to 3. Then the ball's kind of in my opponent's court as to what they do. And I'm worried that Lantern's going to come in and cause me problems. So let's get that down there. I'm kind of scared to thin my deck anymore because I'm already running quite low. Let me start building up that second Cinderace, honestly. I don't see why not. And from here we can go... I think I should actually Flame Cloak here. Just get an extra energy in case I need to retreat. I don't need the extra damage, so I may as well go for that. Honestly, there's no reason not to. So that Lantern is a little bit scary, because that Lantern can swing it for 140, which is always a worry. Unfortunate dead prize card right there. Okay, the Dragonite comes through. Alright, which means Cinderace needs to come to the party next turn. I'm a little bit curious. Yeah, they do have the energies for it, I presume so. I'm a little bit curious how much energy my opponent has left, though. I got 4 in the discard pile. They're about to have 6 in the discard pile. No, they're about to have 7 in the discard pile. I can do math, I promise. So let's see what they can do from here. Also, let me explain that Flame Cloak play quickly. The reason I didn't go for Fire Main there is because the excessive damage, there's no reason to overkill. And I'd rather have the third energy on my Ninetales, because if I needed to retreat down the line, I would have it. Probably not going to happen. But again, there is no reason not to have the extra energy. I'd rather have an extra energy in play, in case of, than have excessive damage for no reason. The excessive damage doesn't help me. It doesn't give me any advantage. Whereas the additional energy with Flame Cloak does give me an advantage. So now I'm sitting in a position here where Cinderace, hopefully Bright Flame's going to go off properly. And I'm not going to lose these energies. I've got a 50% chance of not losing these energies, which is what I'm really, really hoping for. I want a Great Ball. Let's see if I can get a... there you go. Double out. I'm not seeing this another beta. I'm wondering if it's a prize card. Alright. There's no reason to play this Vulpix. Let's just go Bright Flame. And the fact that Cinderace can... Oh, I kept the energies. That's huge. That is huge. Because it means I can get a knockout next turn. Basically, no matter what they do. So I'm going to be swung for a lot from this Lantern. But I'll be able to knock out the Lantern in turn. Which is huge. And that means I can start building up my second Cinderace because I've got to keep those energies. And that's one huge advantage this deck has, is it can one-shot anything with Bright Flame. Dragonite is just in range of the ability, which is a huge turning point for this deck. What are they Pokemon communication here? Getting rid of Grimer? What are they digging for? I presume Pidgey? I presume they want another Pidgey to get Airmail off? Or they're just searching through the deck to see what they have. Yeah, there's the Pidgey building into a second Airmail. That makes sense. So, Lantern deals 140 to Cinderace. Cinderace Bright Flames knocks out Lantern. My opponent, I presume, is going to come in with a Tornadus to finish off Cinderace. And go down to 1. My second Cinderace comes in and knocks out Tornadus. I think I've got this game. I think I'm good, right? Because I've got the 2 Cinderaces my opponent needs to get through. And there's no way they knock out the Cinderace this turn. And they can't knock out my second Cinderace unless they build into this Dragonite, which they need to get a lot of energies into. So let's see where this Hurricane Charge goes. If the Hurricane Charge goes into Dragonite, it's a little bit concerning. But again, I should be fine because I'm going to get the switches on my advantage. Alright, just charge up Tornadus. I'm not scared of Tornadus, I won't lie. It's not even a concern of mine. I think my opponent's hoping I don't have the energies for this. But thankfully I do. And let's just go Bright Flame. Keeping those energies and like that coin flip previously was huge. If I failed that coin flip, there's the other Bede. Was a prize card. If I had failed that coin flip on the previous turn, I would have been in a seriously bad position. So I was able to stabilize this deck, which is fantastic. Even with that terrible start, I managed to recover, which is great. Because here, Tornadus swings in 80, knocks out Cinderace. I don't care. Second Cinderace comes in and closes the game. So this was a very tight game, and I'm really glad I was able to stabilize. A few strange plays from my opponent. But in the end, it came through. So as I said, this deck is really good, and I do enjoy playing it a lot. When it comes to these plays, I really do prioritize Cinderace for mid to late game. When your opponent's used a bit of fuel. Generally, your Drumpers, Doubles, and Ninetales are early game. I love going first, and my first active Pokemon is Drumper. Swinging for 80 on turn 2 knocks out a lot of your opponent's first active Pokemon will be knocked out by that. And if not knocked out, they'll then be in a terrible spot. So for me, that's one of my better openings. Again, Vulpix Ninetales is a great opener. And honestly, opening Wooloo into Double, I'm always very happy with. Double is a fantastic tank, and it kind of gives you time to stabilize. As you saw in this game, it gave me time to stabilize, because it can slow the game down, and slow it down in your favor, which is always good. So, well played to my opponent. Things worked out quite nicely in my favor there. This is why I enjoy the Cinderace deck. It really can stabilize. This was a closer game than I would have liked, but again, it kind of came through in the end, which was great. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just a quick talk through of how I play the deck. I know a lot of people don't like Bede. I love Bede. It's a great way to stabilize your energy game, and if not stabilize, accelerate it. Don't throw away Bede. It's a great supporter. I know, fine. Standard, not great. There's better options. But in the theme format, it is fantastic. So thank you so much for watching. I will do these types of videos for the other top 10 spots. So I hope you like the format. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you did like it, please do consider like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And it helps me kind of know what content you want to see. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Cheers. Enjoy.